Hey cutie patooties, and welcome back to Cutie Nails, where everything we do here is all about nails. Y'all know I got to go ahead and use my Nail House acrylic and brush today, my absolute favorite. Off camera, we went ahead and soaked off my sister's previous set. She wanted to change her shape. Y'all know she loved getting almonds, but now she wanted to try out some coffin shaped nails, and she just wants to go simple today. I had to pretty much convince her to do a small little design on her ring finger, but I'm gonna let y'all see my entire process so y'all can see how your girl is getting so much better with acrylic, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. But y'all, I missed y'all. So I had all of my pre-recorded videos done, and right as we did this set, y'all, I started getting a little tickle in my throat, and by the end of the afternoon my voice was completely gone. So I could not do any voiceovers for anything that I recorded this past week. But thankfully my voice is back now and I could go ahead and do my voiceovers. I still have a bit of a cough, so if I cough at any point during this video, I do apologize. And y'all, I'm sorry for that noise that y'all just heard. My sister just finally responded back to a text message that I sent her earlier today. But you guys can see, y'all, this girl I'm sorry for the noise, y'all, but y'all can see how I'm getting much better at that cuticle bead and making sure that I get a nice flush. Y'all, if she sent me one more text message, I'm getting a nice flush cuticle and have to do like minimal work when it comes to filing as far as getting it to be nice and sealed in, but I'm still, you know, taking the necessary steps that I need to take in order to make sure that that cuticle is nice and flush. I'm trying to leave a lot of my surface area, my work area in the videos so you guys can see it, so that way y'all can see everything that I'm doing. I would get a little bit closer in just a tad bit, but y'all, my last video where I did a whole bunch of talking in it, y'all seem to love the chatty videos. A couple people said they wanted to hear some stories about me growing up in Trinidad and some army stories. So I'm gonna give y'all one story today. I'm gonna take a quick pause so I can drink some water because my throat is a little bit itchy right now and I don't want to be coughing while I'm doing this voiceover. So just give me one quick second and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so army stories. What can I tell y'all about me being in the army? Okay, I don't really got like a lot of like crazy funny stories, and I'm gonna try my best not to kind of like say too much so that way I'm not, you know, divulging any sensitive information. But one story that I can go back to was when I was like a little E4, and it was my first deployment to Kuwait. We were like right on the border of Kuwait and Iraq, and my unit was in charge of like, you know, doing the retrofit, like the upgrade for military vehicles for everybody that was going to Iraq. And our commander, I'm not gonna say his name, this dude was just absolute T-rash. Like, he tried to get out of the deployment by trying to like go to a new assignment and not even telling us that the deployment was coming up. Like, he just tried to get out of it, didn't want to be there. So like, needless to say, we did not see him the entire deployment. Like, he stayed in his like little room the whole time. Let me tell y'all, a 12-month deployment, I might have saw that dude twice. Like, the people who lived closer to where we worked said that they would see him like walking. It has like between the security fence and like where soldiers would be, like security really wasn't like that great in the beginning of the deployment stages. But it was like this mound, like this berm that went all the way around the perimeter of our base. And like people that lived closer to where we worked said that they would see him just walking on top of this mound in his boxes and his t-shirt, and just like waving his pistol in the air. But to the part that was crazy about this story, this dude, like, we had porta johns, that we would have to utilize for, to relieve ourselves, our facilities and stuff where we worked at. And he slept in like one of the vehicles. It was like a really big one, like a trailer type of, like 18-wheeler type of trailer vehicle that he slept in. And he had like the entire thing like decked out like it was a house or whatever. But anyway, the porta johns there, it was like 6 porta johns, 3 for females, 3 for males. And he went in to use the porta john one day, and apparently somebody had wrote on the porta john that his name was a capital B word, and his name begins with an M, and you could use the rest of the letters from the B word without me saying his name. So it basically said his name was a capital B. And let me tell y'all, that man got so mad that we really like wasn't working that day. Like a few of us was working, but he called for a mass formation of everybody, all 180 something of us, to come down there and had us all formed up. Now it is noon in Kuwait, and at noon it's like 120 something pushing 130, hot, sun high up in the sky, blazing, ain't no trees out there, is desert. So y'all can imagine how hot it is. Now at this point in time, yes, we've been acclimated to the weather and stuff like that, but still being out in that hot sun at that hour of the day, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. So he had us all out there, and girl, hear me, girl, y'all, he said he wanted all of us down there with a bottle of water because he was going to smoke the dog mess out of us. And when they say smoke back in them days, it was like they was going to make us do a bunch of exercises, for however long they felt like it, until they got tired, not until we got tired. So he called us down there, whatever. All the leadership, all the soldiers came down there, and we was all formed up. And, they did their little open ranks, half left face, front leaning rest position. And a couple of us looking like, what's going on? So we all, not laying, but we're on all fours on the ground in like the plank position. That's the best way I could describe it. When they say front leaning rest position move, you pretty much get in the plank position to start doing push-ups. So he had us do that, but it was this one soldier, like, he didn't play that. He didn't play that mass punishment foolishness. So he was standing up, and he was like, I'm not getting down until you tell me what I'm getting down for. And he was like, one of y'all, blase, beep, 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 beep. All these cuss words, wrote on the porta john that I'm a capital B, da 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 da, going off. And dude was like, well, that wasn't me, so I wasn't getting down. So he decided he was gonna try to get up and do phase. And that's when the leadership had to step in, like, that's what you call us down here for? That, like, we ain't seen you this whole deployment, homie. We got like 3 months left on this deployment, a whole year deployment. Ain't seen you this whole time. Somebody done wrote something about you, which was likely true, because you like pretty much screwed us over. Like, he pretty much like threw us under the bus. When I tell you, I didn't tell y'all everything, but literally threw us under the bus for this deployment. Like, we were out there flapping in the wind trying to figure out what's going on. Got to Kuwait, didn't have no job. Like, he didn't coordinate nothing. Nothing happened. Like, everything that was supposed to happen, as I, got older and got into leadership positions, there's certain things that's supposed to happen when you go on a deployment, and like none of it happened. When I tell y'all we found out about the deployment and a week later we were gone, like no one had time to spend with their families. We had to get vehicles ready, get everything shipped over. But back to the story, leadership got involved, had to pull him to the side. So pretty much our EXO, which is our executive officer, he was my boss. I worked in the same office as him. He pretty much had to like pull him to the side, like, homie, look, we need to talk. And so come to find out, you know, me being close to my boss and the other members of my team, pretty much dude was suicidal, and that's why he would walk around waving his pistol around on the berm. And like, it was some other stuff going on family wise with him, and pretty much like that, whoever wrote that on the Porta-John, that was his breaking point, and he was about to flip. He was really about to flip. But I'm leaving some filing in for you guys today so y'all can see how I'm filing. I am loving the shape on her nails, y'all. Y'all see me going under the nails to try to get that curved look out of her nails. She doesn't like that either. But I'm leaving all of my filing in here so you guys can see how I file her nails. But yeah, that's one of my army stories. You know, that was when I was a little old E4. Just now brand spanking new to, well, not really brand spanking new to the army, but brand spanking new to my first assignment, deployed with this unit, and that experience with somebody that was just like not all there. He did not want to be on that deployment, y'all. When I tell y'all he stayed in his room, I'm telling y'all I must have seen that dude 3 times, and that's only because he slept down there where we worked. I saw him twice, literally, for going to the restroom, and that 3rd time when he tried to smoke us all. So yeah, I don't know what my next story is gonna be. It might be an army story, it might be a story of me growing up in Trinidad, or it might be one of the times, you know, I've had encounters with angels. If you guys want to or an angel, if you guys want to hear that story too, I will tell y'all that story. It was so cool sharing with you guys that, like, I laugh about it now. Haven't heard anything about that dude. You know, we came back from the deployment, and we just never saw him anymore after that. Completely never saw him. Basically, my boss, like I said, he pretty much acted as though he was the commander the entire deployment, and was pretty much put into that role, you know, once we returned. So of course, you know, they had to inform the leadership back home in California. We were at Fort Irwin, you know, what was going on, you know, how things were. I'm pretty sure discussions were being had at the higher level that we weren't privy to as, you know, junior enlisted soldiers. But yeah, that story was funny to me. It was absolutely funny. Like, we ain't seen you this whole time. You out here trying to exercise your leadership on somebody. Like, boy, sit down somewhere. But anyway, so I like to file over the surface of the nail, like straight up and down, to just get everything nice and smooth. My application has gotten so much better, cuties. Like, the nails are turning out much smoother. There's less lumpiness and bumpiness. That tacky layer from the odorless monomer is very minimal now, like literally like almost not even there. And I'm loving it. I'm gonna let y'all keep watching the filing process, and you guys will see after I go around the cuticle, I'm gonna take my file one more time and make sure I crisp up those edges. I should have went underneath the nail and pretty much put a C curve in there, but I didn't think about it. I just pretty much cleaned up under the nail and just left it at that. So I'm gonna let y'all watch for a little bit, enjoy the music, and I'll be back.
That's Hunter.
This day that God has given me, I'm not gonna waste this joy deep down inside me. I'm not gonna shake. Been stressed for so long, so stuck in my own way. So I'ma enjoy this moment. It's the day that the Lord has made.
My right hand, my left hand.
It got so hot I thought I wanna die. Blood dripping from my arms, just wanna feel inside. Too afraid to open up, so I'd rather hide. Man, I'm just so grateful that I made it this far. Almost thought I had to call my mama in a cup. Betty's everything for me and everything I need. I would be nothing if you didn't give me the reason to be. Cause I'm riding through the city.
Monitor the shorts that I get on. You guys will see I took care of that. I did some line down on my hands, words and fixed line down on my hands. So it will at least look decent in my video. So I'm so embarrassed. I done sat here and did a whole video for y'all with my hands looking like this. My hands have been looking horrible for about a good 3 weeks now, y'all. And I have to do better after this. I didn't have a choice really because I was really trying to get her nails done, but I took care of it, and I promise y'all I'm gonna try to do better in the future and not come on here with my hands looking like this anyway. So now we're almost at the end with the filing process. I'm just buffing over the surface. Then I'm gonna go ahead and spray her nails, send her to go ahead and wash her hands, and then we're gonna use this cute little tool that I picked up off of Temu, and I'm gonna pretty much put some more swipe on her nails and clean around that cuticle and make sure there's no dust before I go into top coating her nails.
To me, you've always been too big or too old big to care much about me and say that you love me. I didn't understand that it's so much more than going to a sanctuary. A relationship is what's really necessary. If I knew then that I am welcome as I am. If I only knew
So like I said earlier, y'all, she just wanted to just get these top coated and go. And I was like, girl, come on now. Get a little something on your nails. She has an idea for her next set pretty much when we do a fill before she goes on her trip. So I just wanted her to kind of see how quick and easy stamping will be, because the design that she wants, I do have it in a stamp. I'm not going to try to, you know, hand draw it. So I just wanted her to see, you know, how quick and easy it will be and how simple stamping was. And she was like, man, why weren't we doing stamping from the beginning? I was like, girl, don't everything come in a stamp. But I do have like some stamps in my cart on Amazon that I probably will purchase because she actually liked it, and I do have a lot of variety of colors. You guys have seen, like in the past, if you go back to some of my older videos, I purchased the Born Pretty stamping polish set, which was, well, I purchased one of them, which was a great buy. They are still good to this day, still rocking really good to this day. So she decided on some kissy lips because one of my daughters had kissy lips on their nails, and she wanted this pink that almost kind of looked red to me as well to go with her nails. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp those onto her ring finger. Then we will go in with the no wipe top coat from Madame Glam. We'll top coat everything off, making sure to clean off those sidewalls that you guys saw me doing while I was, you know, applying the base coat. And then we're gonna get some cuticle oil, and you guys will get the finished look of what everything is looking like. Very nice and simple. Really loving how this set came out. Absolutely love this French rose color from Nail House. Don't forget to use code Portia from my girl Portia Nailed It. If you're purchasing any items from Nail House, get you the liner brushes, get you some acrylic brushes. It is gonna totally step your game up if you're a beginner like me learning acrylic. Now that we're getting pretty much closer to the end, cuties, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little story of my army experience as a young soldier, like real young. I'm talking about 18 years old then. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's set and watching my sister get this beautiful color on her nails. Again, that is French Rose from Nail House. I hope you guys enjoyed the process and you guys can see my improvements on my acrylic journey. I'm really having a lot of fun doing acrylic, cuties, especially since I have this odorless monomer. I also want to tell you guys that God loves each and every one of you. Please don't ever forget that, and know that I love you and I'm praying for you guys always. This is the finished look, cuties. Love y'all so much. Thank you for your love and support, and as always, I'll most definitely talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.